Sure.
So
I
I
have
like that.
no experience with the the
yeah,
helping
I know. I'm
rules.
just trying to remember how it works.
We were so disparate before with all of our skills that I had no idea.
So the way skilled assistance works is you can use either the characteristic or the ranks of either. So you basically take, if somebody has a 5 characteristic, you take their 5 green dice and you upgrade it a number of times based on the other person's ranks. So because you're exactly the same, that doesn't apply. So upgrading it one more time makes sense to me.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
And Otho, you're totally a known skullduggery kind of fellow.
My cunning is 2. And I'm untrained. Otho
You
does
get to
things
ride a blue
directly.
dice. Congratulations.
Oh, take it.
So I
Take
will
it.
add that blue dice for him.
And of course, I would suggest go ahead and toss one of
Doing
our
the
light
upgrade.
side at it. But I don't know how
Technically,
legit that
because
is.
I've
Like,
already
okay, yeah.
upgraded it.
Yeah.
I was about
You
to say,
can't.
like, it'd be kind of silly if, like, all right, you
Just
upgraded, then we
bounce
upgraded.
back and forth.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah,
we have to
they
bounce on another check.
specifically don't allow that for that very reason.
Makes perfect sense. All right.
Okay, so the dice pool should be set. You don't have any setback, and you only have 1 boost dice due to Otho.
Can you parse out loud what the difficulty currently is in dice?
So it's 3 red because 3 difficulty upgraded 3 times is red.
Oh boy.
Got it. So don't do any of my double or nothing shenanigans. Got it.
No.
Ooh, boy.
All right. So just straight up roll. Let me just there we go. Skullduggery. Looks like I don't need to use any of my shenanigans.
Nice.
That is a pretty check.
It's unfortunate.
Nice.
One more level of double or nothing, I could double triumphs.
Oh, man.
It also doubles despairs though, so the only level of double or nothing that doubles negative effects.
Double despair. Vader comes in thousands of years early. Ruins your day.
You would be very happy to run into Darth Vader at this.
Oh,
I mean,
gosh, yeah. He'd be the nice one.
He's probably the equivalent. Now he's more powerful than Otho at this point.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So you are able to so you actually find several things out. Now, the first thing is that Serena and Skavik, they work for an individual named Vidu, Diidu, who's this fat bald guy with a top knot and side.
Okay.
And Vidu works for a crime boss named Rogan the Butcher.
Friendly fellow.
And you kind of get the feeling that working directly with them is not going to be your best bet.
No.
So you kind of back away from them. And the other thing you are able to determine is that right now there is some tension in Taloran Village due to the fact that the Separatists and the Republic, the Loyalists, are in a standoff in Taloran Village.
The fighting's in the city itself?
No, it's on the verge. Taloran Village is
shit.
under siege, if you remember,
Got
right?
it. Okay.
So if you were to, you could possibly, if you tip something in one or the other's direction, it could light a powder keg of unrest in Taloran Village, which would easily make it possible for you to get in and out of Taloran Village while that's going on.
Okay. makes a lot of sense. They'll be too busy with what's going on to really kind of do a good long scan of all the cargo we're hauling.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, all right, so this is some good work. So I guess the question is, what would we do, and what vehicle are we going to take to carry everything out when this happens?
Mm-hmm. I mean, there's also the issue if we want to plunge the town we're in into anarchy while our ship is sitting there. That might be a problem if there's an active
Well,
war in the streets.
you've taken the couple hours it was going to take for it to unload. I figured you would just
Mhm.
Oh,
move your ship
okay.
during that, right? Because that was
Okay.
why you weren't planning on taking your ship out originally, was because
Because it would be highly suspicious.
highly suspicious to move it. But if it was suddenly plunged into some sort of civil unrest, it would be
Hmm.
completely
Yeah.
logical for a
Okay.
smart
someone to-
pilot to move their ship to another berthing.
Right. All right. So I guess now at least we have an idea of what to do. I guess, yeah, back to how are we going to execute that?
Okay. Well, I mean, my mind immediately goes to bombing something, but
Crude but effective.
yeah. Um, you could also.
Yeah.
So they're on the outskirts of the city. So we need, like, is there currently fighting going on or not really?
So it's a siege. So there's technically no active fights going on, but there are blaster firing to keep people pinned down, right? So Taloran Village is a walled city.
Mm-hmm.
And there is two entrances, one on either end, and those are currently with barricades and people on either sides of
Mm-hmm.
those barricades trading fire back and forth.
Okay.
Now, you can get in and out, but you know,
But not with several tons of drugs, yeah.
Yeah.
well,
I'm gonna get myself a drink real quick. I'll be right back.
so the point is that the Talorans would stop you from leaving, and they would want to check your stuff, and if you're sending drugs out, they're law-abiding citizens and would take offense to that. If you were
Mhm.
going to the separatists from there, they would probably also scan, and they would either confiscate your drugs or just kill you outright, or try to at
Mhm.
least.
They will try. How substantial is the wall that goes around the city?
It's a good 10, 12 meters tall, and
Okay.
it's at least 2 meters thick. Durasteel.
Okay.
No, Duracrete. Whatever it is, the
The
equivalent
concrete
of concrete.
equivalent. Yeah. Um. I don't know. I think.
All right, I'm back. So what were we blowing up?
Do we want to bomb? If we want to bomb something, that's always an option. I mean, that was my first thought. It's probably not the best thought in the world. And there's a question of what we would bomb. Probably some sort of installation.
So there
Like,
are anti-aircraft
well,
batteries.
Mm-hmm.
I guess they're not anti-aircraft, anti-state starship
yeah,
batteries.
I would probably say
Ground to air.
anti-air probably still makes sense. Yeah, ground to
anti-air. Are they wall mounted or mounted inside the city itself?
Well, there's pretty much two of them, one on either side, right? and so they're not on the wall, but they're like, if this is the wall, right? There's a little platform here, and they're built on it, so they're behind the wall, but they can shoot over it.
Okay. So we're probably going to need, if we do want to demolish one of these aircraft installations, we should probably do it.
Remotely.
Well, you should do it remotely and do it the one opposite to the area that we want to leave by, because that's gonna get bombed. People on the outside are gonna go like, "Oh shit, this area is now open. Let's go." And people on the inside are gonna go, "Oh shit, that area just went down." So everyone's gonna rush over there. So not only is there gonna be chaos inside the city, but it's all gonna be moving to the opposite area that we want to be leaving through.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem the first, where do we get a bomb? Problem the second, how do we get the bomb on the installation?
Well, if it comes to remotely doing things, I mean, you do got the force, the wavy hand stuff.
Yeah.
Can that take down a whole anti-aircraft installation?
What?
I'm just
Listen,
asking.
if I didn't spend that 5 XP on cool, maybe, but I did.
That just pulls out the sunglasses.
I could probably hold on. I could probably move if we had some sort of device. I could probably move it to where it needed to be, but I'm definitely not strong enough to actually damage the facility myself, or the facility emplacement.
Right. I've been trying to contact Goraz, but I can't get a message through. I'd ask if he could just sabotage the thing if we got him up there, but guess he's busy. I imagine he might have gotten impounded because of the stunt he pulled.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
That'll take a while.
if we could get our hands on a thermal detonator or two, that might do the trick if we get in the right place.
I think there are explicitly satchel charges. But we
Are
are in
there?
a city at war. I don't think they're actually going to
Yeah.
be highly available at the moment.
You don't think they're going to be highly available? You just got to steal one.
So thermal detonators are basically a grenade.
Mhm.
There's
Mhm.
something called thermite, not thermite. That's real.
Yeah.
Something
Thermal
similar.
charges.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are basically satchel charges that are
Demolition.
the equivalent of a small nuclear device.
Hmm.
Little
Okay.
known fact: thermal detonators are pretty bad news.
Yeah.
Remember
They're
Fallout
strong as
4,
hell.
the nuke?
Yeah, the
What are they?
holy hand grenades.
No, the
That's
nuke,
New Vegas.
nuke
Mini nukes.
mini nukes.
Yeah.
That's a thermal detonator.
Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah.
I
And I
mean,
have some basic frag grenades, which are like just 1/8 of that, honestly.
yeah.
So that's what you're looking at there.
Yeah, those
Well,
grenades probably wouldn't be enough unless
if
you had like a whole
you
belt of them. You'd like,
if you wanted to make a skullduggery check, because that's exactly what skullduggery is for,
Hmm.
is setting off explosives, and part of that is knowing how much you need and where you need it and that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Um,
I guess given we've
so-
made that kind of check, what would be our general guess at that? Unless you want us to
So-
make a second one.
This is going well. So that was to know what to do, right?
Mhm.
How do you get past the security of the village? Okay, this is a specific use of skullduggery to destroy an object, right?
Okay.
So I will also have in that check that you could basically figure out where to get the explosives as well.
Bless you.
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay.
Getting the explosives is the smaller problem in my mind,
Yeah.
Mhm.
especially when you're taking out an ground to air battery. There's a reason why those are deadly.
Mhm.
If you blow one of those up, they're even more deadly, right? So
Yeah. For reference, just so everyone's on the same page, a thermal detonator alone would be 2,000 credits, blast 15, breach 1, vicious 4. A missile launcher is blast 10.
Yeah.
More powerful than launching a missile at
I mean,
it, so
famously, it's
it
why
would do the job.
everyone backs off when Han Solo was walking around like a,
It wasn't Han Solo.
Princess Leia.
Look, we've had this discussion before.
Are you ever did the Solo movie instead?
He was in the room.
All right.
Let's see.
No, because every time I reference it, I'm obviously also referencing a scene that never existed. So
It's
So-
okay, just make your own movie.
I did
This
in
is
my
going
head.
to be a hard skullduggery check. I'm not seeing any reason that it would be upgraded at all. And I don't feel like adding a dark side point to this, so it's just
Yeah.
going to be 3 purples.
Makes sense.
But you're also not going to get any boost dice.
Can I provide the meager assistance that I can?
This is not going to be something that I'm going to allow a full party to assist on because it's specifically knowing explosives, right?
Okay.
I guess then given that, I guess Terran will roll independently because I have as good of an odd as Theta does.
I mean, honestly, that's not true at all.
What?
Okay. I have equivalent starting dice.
Yeah, the fact that I get so many rerolls means that your odds are a percentage of mine.
So we'll
Then
see if you
use
double or
your
nothing your
rerolls,
knowledge
reroll
of
man.
explosives.
Well,
Right.
no, I'm just saying. I'm just arguing that point. I don't care who rolls. I've rolled
Well-
multiple times. If Taryn wants to make
So-
this roll, go ahead.
We'll roll.
I mean, we'll both roll. We just see what we know independently.
roll.
That's what's happening. So,
Oh, well then
if the
Otho can
dice-
roll too.
Are the dice set?
The dice are set.
All right. Oh.
Yeah, smart boy.
See?
Even you're just like I know how to.
Ah.
throw a
See, the
detonator.
fact any of us succeeded means there's no reason to reroll, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Let's
So
shuffle it. Didn't get it.
yeah, like I said previously, this is a battery of anti-air. So there is explosives as part of that, right?
Mhm.
So the only thing you have to figure out is how to detonate those explosives. And you actually figure out that a single frag grenade could cause a chain reaction to blow up the entire battery.
I also like the
I love these some Star Wars chain reactions. Let's go.
I like the order of rolls though, is that Taryn had a really good idea, and then I came up with an alternative, and then Otho strains a bit to come up with an idea. That's equally valid.
It was like, "Ugh." But what about this also really weird and circuitous logic thing that I came up with? Okay, Otho.
So yeah, the question is, how are you implementing it? The success is already in the dice rolls.
Mhm.
But how are you going to set it up for remote detonation and that kind of stuff?
Rube Goldberg machine.
Well, I mean, if you're able to get somebody up on top of the wall, like, are these manned walls or do they have like towers along it?
No, there's towers every so often, but
Okay.
no,
Well,
not even towers. There's just, this is the day and age where
Okay.
if you were to try to get over the walls, you'd be
Mhm.
forced to.
Yeah. So I'm not expecting somebody to climb up from the inside.
Yeah.
So, like, if we can get somebody to clamber up on our side of the wall, on the other side of the, well, no, the battery's mounted on the inside.
Yeah, they'd have to climb up to the battery, set the charges without being noticed, and then
Mhm.
figure out how to detonate it.
Or they could use the force to huck a grenade up there.
Yeah, I was about to suggest the same. It's like if you could do a precision throw several hundred yards up in the air or something.
I think with my range, I actually can.
What's your range right now?
Let me check.
Range
I
light
could be
grenades, by
wrong.
the way.
I mean, I
Yeah.
I can throw things using discipline because I have a thing.
Ooh. Yeah, that's good.
Let me see. I only have medium range.
That's
It's
still
still
a
not
building
bad.
away.
Yeah, that's still pretty good. And that
Something.
and that I mean that technically isn't even throwing. That's just holding it out to that range, then dropping it, or holding it out to that range and then throwing it.
Well, I mean,
Right.
Well, yeah, I
Yeah.
guess it is.
So hypothetical plan could be I could act as your spotter. I have my binoculars.
All
Used
right.
them once so far. I'll use them again, I swear.
Okay.
I could spot it for you and give you instructions as you slowly hover it from whatever building we decide to plant ourselves on over to where it is.
Sounds like a janky plan. I love it.
That, given this is our first plant, there's good sides to it where we don't have to infiltrate anything, we don't have to mess with anyone, and we probably don't alert ourselves to like any sort of security or anything by doing this. We can get into a public place and we can do it from a distance. It sounds great. The only downside I see is that it might be highly suspicious and draw a whole lot of extra attention if noticed. Because it would, of course, be someone looking like you, Otho, using the Force inside of a Republic city.
Yes.
I don't know if there's any Republic Jedi lying around, but if there are, I think they might want to have a word with you after.
Maybe. We'll
So,
do it at night. It'll be fine.
all right.
Just paint the grenade black. You won't be able
So
to see
I
it.
am liking this plan. Zul, you got any input?
Oh, I mean, I trust in your judgment. So long as the money keeps coming, I'm good.
All right. Well, I'm willing to see some fireworks.
okay. So you wait until night. Then.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Um, I have set the dice pool at average difficulty because, well,
Mm-hmm.
I don't see it being hard
No.
to sneak onto a building and throw a bomb, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not like you're, trying to hide some sort of. Anyways, I don't know.
So we're going straight to the throw, is what you're saying here.
Yeah.
Great.
So what I'm expecting is a stealth check to avoid being noticed,
Mm-hmm.
and then the move check to get the device in the right spot.
Okay.
The move
Okay.
check will be a lot more difficult than the stealth check.
Okay.
So let's start with the stealth check then.
Stealth check's still pretty shit.
I'm
So
also
I
giving
got
you 2 boost dice because of darkness.
Nice.
okay. And I'm willing to spend a force to make it even easier for us.
Spending a light side.
Yeah.
Wowee.
So I got 3 agility.
I have 2.
No training.
He's got to. Well, you both got to roll the check, right?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Are we
Yeah.
all going? Is that the plan?
I
don't
guess
think
if we all
so.
have
Taryn
I
and
yeah,
Otho are
Taryn
the
and
only
me,
ones
you
that
you
Yeah.
can
aren't
stay
going.
safe if you want, or you could just
because
I
The-
mean,
the-
I
the-
also have 3 agility, so I'm like right on the board with y'all. So
but it's also increasing the chance that one of us will get spotted. And if one of us gets spotted, all of us get spotted.
Zul,
Not
I trust you
necessarily.
so much that if I die and get caught here and thrown in a public jail, you can have all the drugs in the ship.
I put the gun under Terran's head and just pull the trigger.
I said if I get caught, not if I get shot.
Oh, sorry, I misheard you. I put the gun away.
Especially by you, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Look, I'm just saying. You said you offered to make me rich instantly.
Trust me, it's sure not an instant plan.
Yeah. Okay. So let us stealth.
All right.
This is gonna be
Go.
terrible. Yeah.
Oh, I guess I didn't add in
The force die.
the force die anywhere here. I thought that was added to the difficulty, so I'll just roll separately real quick if that's okay.
Well, I think I'm gonna allow the you all add to your check. Basically,
Mhm.
What the destiny point is saying is that you're saying that the light side is on luck is on your side,
Hmm.
and it's going to affect all of you equally.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense.
So I'm gonna pull all the dice out. You choose which green dice you're going to lose, and then roll your yellow dice to replace it.
All right, so I'm gonna lose my one advantage.
Okay.
And I guess I just lose one success and roll a yellow instead.
Okay. This here it comes. Yes.
2 success and cancel out my threats. And then
Okay.
you get 2 successes out of it.
Very cool. I could
Or
have
rather,
sworn if
you
I was
upgrade
like
to 1. So there
2
you
advantage. Okay.
No, he gets 2 successes
Yeah, 2
Oh,
successes.
he
okay.
didn't roll any. He basically didn't have anything. Everything was canceled.
Yeah.
go. Yeah. All right. Looks good then.
Okay.
That's much better. I'm glad I don't have to come up with a zero net sum.
Yeah.
check.
Hmm.
Okay. Um.
So how's the easy part, Otho?
Yeah. Yeah.
No pressure.
Well, for you, fucking.
Okay. Taryn, you're gonna need to make a perception check.
Okie doke.
This is gonna be a hard check because there's not a straight line of thing. Because it's during darkness, you are going to get 2 setback that you could cancel if you have like thermal goggles or something like equivalent.
I do have macro binoculars, which makes it easier to see at a distance, but it specifically does not have enhancements because it's not electronic.
So does it say that it's what in-game benefit does it give?
Good question. I don't think it super explicitly says.
I'm gonna
Says-
knock off one of
Given
the
what I wrote
difficulty, so it's only average due to the macro
Nice.
binoculars, but you're gonna still have 2 setback.
Okay, that makes
And the
sense.
dice pool set. Go ahead and roll your perception.
Now just try to double make sure it's probably fine. Let's go to perception. I'm willing to do it. Bam.
Ah!
Failed with advantage.
Okay. Each
like,
of
where is it?
those failures is going to be an upgrade to Otho's check.
Who knew that they would try to keep these things guarded and covered from enemy fire or something? It's like someone could have been trying this all along.
I don't know, Taryn. I don't know.
So I'm also going to say that it's a difficult task, a hard task specifically. So it is 3 purples upgraded twice. But you are going to get 2 boost dice
Yeah, boost dice.
because of the advantage that Taryn is passing over to you.
Okay.
Gosh, what's the setback dice too? It's just so dark.
You could no, the setback aren't going to be there for him
Okay.
because he's not necessarily looking
He's
with
taking my
his
instructions
eyes.
off of it.
You don't use your eyes to see.
And he's using the force, so I'm just going to say that it washes out.
I'm also gonna
Okay.
knock off a grenade right now.
Yeah, good
Yeah.
idea.
Okay.
And so yeah, you have 2 upgrades, which is going to make it 1 purple, 2 reds.
Okay.
Do you want to use a destiny point at all?
Ooh, how many do we have?
Yes, you do.
Yeah, I think I do.
Okay,
So
so
let's
I
use one
will
of those.
go ahead and upgrade it for you. You don't have to worry about that, but you didn't spend the light side for the last one you did, right? Was that stealth that you?
Yeah, that was the stealth.
Yeah.
So I
So I could flip one of
think
those as
you're
well.
at. Yeah, go ahead and hit it again just to. Okay.
2. All right.
And the dice pool is set, so you can roll.
Let's fucking go!
Is this
Everything happens. Everything.
triumph and despair at the same time?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
like it's totally destroyed, but then you just look over, the guards like directly at us on the rooftop.
A phenomenal success, except let's see what
Yeah.
happens.
Okay. So you put that, you push, force move that grenade into position, and then you like fling it with the force,
Yeah.
the extra part, right? And you just see it fly, and it goes right through the battle slits. You know, and you see it land right where you want it to be, and you have only a few seconds to run. And I'm assuming Terran's already running.
Yeah.
But as
Yeah.
soon as you turn around to run, you see hovering behind you a security droid, like a floating ball with a camera on it, and so you run off.
So wait, like just for the purposes of aesthetics, could be like running away, and then Otho looks at Terrence like, "See, Terran, that wasn't hard at all." And then there's the giant fucking flash from the security robot. It's like in a freeze frame in the air.
I don't
Oh
think they know
boy.
who we are yet, but they will.
And as you jump off the, and so it's just, you see that cinematic of you jumping off this building with the light of
Yeah.
the explosion behind you.
Yeah.
And I mean, you could not ask for a better.
Yeah.
I mean, pandemonium
Oh yeah.
completely happens here. Uh, you know, with that triumph, everything falls into place perfectly. You immediately hear like a raucous, yeah, yeah, everybody attack, type thing, and the despair and blah blah blah. You are running. You get back to the ship.
All
I'm
right, let's
assuming
get
that
out of
you
here.
planned ahead,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and so the ship is primed and ready to go.
So prepare to take off. Do the takeoff.
Well, you just are able to get in and take off
Yeah.
there,
Yeah.
and it's not. I'm
Vroom,
not going to
vroom.
make it a big deal.
I know, I'm just being dramatic and overblowing everything.
Awesome. I'm all for it. And yeah, you will take off as you see this just sea of chaos forming below you.
All worth it to sell a few drugs.
You know, we've had our lives in danger before, haven't we, Otho? But I think it's fair to say we might be
Really?
in the worst position we've ever
Cool.
been in after that camera.
We just gotta get out of here really fast.
Let's hope they don't want to barter for a long while.
Well, also consider the fact that their police department in that city has a lot more to deal with now.
Quite a lot. But the
although,
blockade
although
doesn't.
it's also my fault. Anyway, let's go.
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
that's
wait,
exactly
Ord
what
Mantell
happened.
Hey.
is on what
Hey.
side?
Hey, you know what's perfect though for the blockade? We just got a bunch of smuggling space that got freed up.
Woo, yeah. Profit
That's gonna-
going in and out.
No, that's for me.
Oh,
I'm gonna be in the smuggling space.
oh boy.
All right, let's go.
Wait, I'm
Okay,
confused
you
about the
probably
order
should
of
be too.
events.
Shit, you need to be
Wait,
in the
where's
smuggling
the
space
go
too. Okay, whatever. Let's go.
I'm just slightly
What are you-
confused about the order of events. Wasn't the blowing up the anti-air so that we could get the stuff through?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
we
It
still have to.
caused the distraction we needed. It's
Yeah,
fine.
we
Yes.
still have to be here and do stuff.
So you fly up, you go to those coordinates, and it's
Mhm.
basically this abandoned building, and um, technically it's built into a mountainside,
Mhm.
um, and I'm going to move you to a new map.
Oh boy.
I'm so glad that plan actually worked, even if there were consequences.
Oh yeah. I mean that is as perfect as it can get. That was a
Yeah.
great roll.
So you guys are currently, unless you specifically say otherwise, you will be entering where that yellow arrow.
Yeah, up here.
Yeah, that.
Okay.
Um,
Sharon
Oh,
on
okay.
screen.
technically, you are right here.
Nice. The antechamber. And as I fly into this place, gonna kind of turn to shit. I can never.
Zool's the new name.
Zool. Yeah, there he is. Turn to Zool. And it's like, you might have to be flying us out of here, because I think Taryn and I might be on the most wanted list now.
I'm good for it.
Nice. Good.
You know, that doesn't sound like you're good for it. That sounds like you're bluffing your good for it voice.
Ah, you remember.
I
Oh.
remember.
I'm a lucky guy, Taryn. I'm a lucky guy. I'm good for it. You guys want to hide in a hole while I steer the ship out of here? I'm
You
good for
can't
it.
just luck your way into orbit.
I
Well,
think you can.
all right. You can, but you probably won't.
I think I probably will.
You know, I'll take that gamble later.
Regardless, we got some drugs to move.
Look, you guys will find your way all the way to the scene of the crash.
Right. And I assume by the looks of it, the coordinates, we basically find an elevator shaft and we're going down it to talk to people first, right?
This is a yeah. This is
What kind of
this is
building we
where
looking
the
at?
drugs are. Where you're taking the drugs. So, in fact, I completely realize that this is not where you would be coming in from.
Well,
Oh, the other
So,
side then.
yeah, you are down. Oops, not in the right overlay. You are down here.
Okay.
Uh,
Azul, you coming in with us?
he's. I just put him on the wrong layer.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I just assumed if the GM didn't put me on the map, then maybe I wasn't with you. Oh, this is from
Hey, there we go.
SWOTOR, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
See, if I
Yeah.
zoom out, can I remember? Is this Hoth?
Nope, this is actually Ord Mantell.
Okay. I was just trying to remember. I remember Hoth has that singular entrance with that weird rocky side thing. So I was just trying to remember if I could think of the base.
They use pretty much the same mapping for all of their planets, so
Okay.
it's hard to tell just based on the map itself.
Yep.
Okay, so you come in and yeah, you see the guy that I neglected to put on the map standing there.
very cool.
So you said we landed in the mountains. This is like a mining installation or something by the looks of it, right?
Yeah,
Makes sense.
it's actually like an entrenchment. So I thought I put. We'll just say it's this guy. And he's standing there with a cadre of loading droids. And he says, I see you've made it. Any complications?
Well, it might be a little bit harder for us to get off planet at this point, but at least we got it here safely.
Yeah, it's nothing you or your people should be worried about.
I'm not worried.
That's good.
So let's negotiate this deal.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
hash it out.
Let's
Okay.
talk.
So here we are back at the negotiating table.
We're still
Yes.
8% down, right?
Yeah, we're 8%
Yeah.
down, right?
So whatever we take during this negotiation, 8% will be skimmed off it.
I just wanted to make sure how far are we down? How far are we down? How far are we down?
How far are we
So-
down? 8%.
Yeah.
The difficulty of this is going to be 2 red, due to the fact that he has, and I actually am retconning this a little bit. Sorry, he
Mhm.
has average cunning or presence but 2 ranks in negotiation, so that's why it's 2 reds.
Okay.
You are not going to get any upgrades. You are not going to get any boost dice. Actually, you are going to get 1 boost dice at least.
I have a question.
Yeah,
Is this guy in short range?
sure.
Is this guy wearing a breathing apparatus?
Nope.
This
Your
guy
pheromones
breathe
are going to work.
oxygen? Okay.
Your funky talkie juice.
Yes. That's what we call it.
Yep.
That's
High
all cool
scientific.
kids are saying these days.
People
Funky
really love it
juice.
when they call the stuff coming off of you juice.
Yes. The
I think that's
juicer.
also called sweat, but
Yeah, well, I'm not waving my sweat in people's face.
Technically,
Don't you hate it when you exercise and the juice comes out? Fuck. Anyway, let's continue.
okay. So the dice pool is set. Go ahead and make your check. This is not something, well, yeah, I'm not going to really allow full
Mhm.
assistance on this one. But go ahead.
Alright, I've taken the strain for using beguiling presence. Pheromones? Pheromones. I have everything else locked in the chamber. Let's see. I am
Wowee.
going to second chances.
All 3 of those, both green and yellow. You can do
Well,
3,
the
right?
boost die has a better chance of success, can it? Or is the green die has have better chance of success?
I think
I
the
think
yellows do
there's,
ultimate
I think
play.
the yellow has the most.
Well, no, I get 3. I'm just why I'm trying to make the choice between a blue or a green. Does the boost have a better
So
chance of success, or just the
the
standard?
boost only has 3 success on it at all, right?
Okay, and what does the green have? All of it?
Um,
I'm
I
finding
mean,
out for you right now. There we go.
it's in the book. I don't remember
Boosts
the
have 2
distribution.
chances for success. Ability, the green ones have 5 chances for success, and the yellow dice have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 chances for success and for the triumph.
Okay,
Hmm.
Is
so
that the number of sides that have successes on them?
Yeah, 7 success sides and then an 8th triumph out of 12.
all right. So I'm gonna re-roll the 2 green and the yellow. So if you can
Okay, so
remove the
let me remove those really quick. And done. That's what you needed.
Hey.
I mean the despair. I can't get rid of the despair, but whatever.
Yeah, but that's still an improvement.
It's like the despair is him noticing you just like doing this in front of you to waft your pheromones towards him.
Well, I mean the tell is that I also shift color a bit. So I go from a bit more of a green to more of a reddish tint.
So I think that's
Well,
like a net 2 success, 1 advantage.
2
if I'm reading
success, 2 advantage.
right. Okay.
Right.
1 advantage. You're right.
And then the despair.
And despair. Oh boy, love me a horrible despair in negotiations.
I think at the end of the
Okay.
day, we can still call it a successful negotiation.
Yes.
We were
Yeah.
just real sad about it.
So he during the course of the negotiation, you find out something a little bit disturbing.
Mhm.
Um, but actually I'm gonna hold off on that until later because I
Oh
don't
no.
think you would know about it now. So you're not gonna know what the despair is yet. But he basically says to the effect of, okay, I wanted to start you off at 50%. So I was going to pay you 50% of the cost of these drugs. But because of the chaos that you've created, that actually is going to help me quite a bit. So I am going to up you to a base of 60%. With your 2 successes, that takes it up to a 70, 80%. So he's going to pay you 80% of these drugs.
That sounds pretty damn good.
Yeah, that's an absolute steal right here.
Yeah.
We got an 80% sale.
Sounds good to me.
All right, so let me go ahead and tabulate how much this is going to be. I'm assuming we're starting from like street price here. So the initial offering here is 260,000 credits.
Times 0.8.
208,000 after that.
So remember, you need to tabulate the amount, and then whatever that amount is, you need to take 3%, which goes back to Riki, and then 5% goes to Skavik.
I mean, to
So
be
I'm gonna
fair,
time
the
this
order
by
of
0.92.
the order of events is first 5%, then 3%.
But were they both percentages of our total take, not diminishing?
I mean, that's
Well,
also a fair point.
It is 8% off of yours.
Yeah, 8%.
And then
So let's just take 8%.
5% of it goes to Skavik, and 3% goes to.
So
they're both.
After paying them off, we have received 191,000 credits and 360.
I mean, the alternative argument is how smart are they? Will they be able to figure out the math if we lie to them?
The two of them got about 17,000 between each other. They're probably happy.
Yeah.
They didn't have to do very much work, and they got a free payday.
17,000 credits for Riki is
A lot.
I
yeah.
Mean, he managed the phone call.
Yeah,
He
pretty
had
much.
10,000 credits.
And gave you some advice.
Yep.
In fact, I'm
Yeah,
going
they
to say that
technically go to the same place, don't they?
he's a nice guy to you, and he actually says, you know what, I'm going to let you keep my 3% cut because of what you've done for me.
Awfully nice of you.
Nice.
So you're only down 5%.
5%. Okay.
So that is an additional. So we are now at 197,600 credits.
You know, it's going to be
Split 4
great
ways.
when Baza's here, because I'm going to love Baza even more for this.
Yeah?
You guys don't even know yet.
What?
We'll know soon, I think.
Yeah, that's what I was really hoping Stealthy was going to be here. The whole Baza connection didn't come up yet.
Yeah.
Just wait until you come in. It's like, hey, I have your friends and loads of money or something.
Yeah, it's just like Boz has been always like, yeah, let's sell these drugs, and they get sold when he's not even here.
That's what always happens, isn't it? All the big setup stuff happens when the boss is not here, and then
Pretty much.
what'd you guys do? We played out the plan.
Yeah.
Rip.
I'm
right.
Turn on my light. I just
we're-
realized I forgot
We're
to turn
dividing
it
it
on.
by are we dividing by four ways?
Yes.
That's up to you guys.
Well,
I just
I
wanted
was
to make
brought
sure you
in
thought of it.
for a cut.
Yeah, you're also going to get a fair cut of this. I'm just tabulating it right now.
It was great because you all met me when I was at my broke.
Yeah.
Down to my last 19 credits.
The last nickel.
I don't think we got or split the money from the guns last time, did we? I don't think we did. So I'm going to tabulate that right now here. The second number is for the guns.
So that
would be 3 ways, yeah.
With
I'm splitting 4 ways.
But I wasn't there. Also, yeah, I wasn't there.
Goraz would be getting that.
Take some money. Yeah, I guess Goraz gets the 1250.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Fair
mean,
enough.
I wouldn't take that money for the guns because I don't know. I guess I developed a sense of morality at some point. I don't know. It's a weird thing.
Your sense of morality is you didn't make the deal.
So should I be entering in 49,400 credits plus 1,250? Or is that
That's
going
what
to
I've
change?
calculated. That's what I'm gonna hand you in change, assuming all of this goes without any hitches.
Okay. Assuming we don't get shot on the way out.
And are you immediately leaving to are you
Uh,
immediately getting off a planet, or are you
Well, the less time they have to like organize things and get us properly identified, the better.
I'll actually talk to Riki about that. That's a fair question. Would now be the best time to try to get past the blockade?
Also, did they identify the ship when it was flying over the destroyed anti-air?
Probably not, just because it was a random
Right.
ship as far as
That
they're
was the whole
concerned.
point of the plan. So
Well,
the
I
ship
mean,
there was
probably isn't
more than just your
identified.
ship that left that city.
Yeah, there's
I
a bunch of
rather
ships
meant
going
that.
like, fuck.
Yeah, okay. I just meant that the people that saw you also would have seen the ship.
Not necessarily. We like ran a fairways after we got picture taken. I assume it didn't follow us, or else we would have known.
Also, you gotta assume whatever connection might exist between the people that describe you and the people that work at the dock. I don't know. Starport.
Potentially. The less time they have to do that, the better.
Village,
Yeah, time is of the essence.
the village, and the people who were managing the blockade are two very different people.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Right, but rewards and
Okay, so
It's only like a couple hours though, so they probably won't be able to organize that quickly with the blockade. So let's probably want to get out of here.
yeah.
I mean,
Also,
you can
we're
make
not
it
there.
streetwise or to know.
Streetwise, don't mind if I do. I'm
yeah,
great at
I'm actually good at
Streetwise.
that.
Wow.
Let me set the difficulty really quick. This is not going to be difficult. So,
Mhm.
in fact, I'm going to make it 0 difficulty, which is called simple. Go ahead and roll.
I'm still gonna fail.
Nice.
Oh, it just I did because disregard the force die. I still failed.
Literally the only person.
Yes. I love me some advantage. Nothing else though.
We're really figuring out the dynamic of our new 3-man team.
Um, Otho, you are freaking out because you do
Yeah.
find that there is the local news is basically showing this grainy
Yeah,
nighttime picture of
like Bigfoot.
a guy dressed in black robes moving, right? So it's very hard to see any details of
Yeah.
your face. In fact, your face is not there.
Strange hooded figure and walking carpet were spotted last night.
Well, the thing that you're seeing is the newscast is basically saying, is this proof that the Empire is behind the separatist movement?
Probably, but unrelated.
This picture of a Sith proves, right? Is it proof,
Oh
or is
no.
this just right? That's kind of what you're hitting upon.
I
Taryn and Zool, you're both like, that's a horrible picture. You can't see any details. This is a great time to leave.
They don't have my Wookiee charm in this. How am I gonna put this on my wall now?
you're just a giant mass in like the side of the frame.
Well, no, Taryn was down here, right? And Otho was up on the building over here.
He jumped off first, and he like jumped off. He's like, "Come on, Elton!" And Elton's like, "Ah!"
Yeah.
Well, no,
As the
because
flash
Taryn
goes
needed to
off.
be in a different location
Oh,
to be able
true.
to give
Yeah.
you spotting.
True. True.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
was.
this is great. We could get off scot-free here, everybody. Well, the planet won't. There's gonna be diplomatic repercussions, that are probably our fault. But we
Yeah.
get off scot-free.
Yeah. I mean, if he thinks, I mean, they got my picture technically, so I'm kind of worried about that.
It's fine. They'll just blame it on the Sith, and yeah, they'll probably never figure out who you are.
Okay.
I I think we're clear to leave. We don't even have contraband on board anymore.
I'm gonna take my these robes are useful at night, but honestly, kind of suspicious to be in a cockpit with, so I'm gonna put them over there.
Here, let me go ahead and put this into the special smuggling compartment right over here. And I just
Just,
open up
just
a
like,
closet.
just like stuffed into the glove box.
No, he just hangs it up next to all the other coats.
All right, look cool.
Act that casual.
It's
All
like
right.
get pulled over, roll down the window, get sucked out into space. All right, anyway, let's go.
But this is mission accomplished here, everybody. I feel real happy.
All right, I'm gonna put down my money. Oh boy.
So I guess the current plan is try to get back to Nalhutta.
Narshada.
Or should I? Yeah.
Oh, Narshada. Yeah, you're right.
Nalhutta is the
Is the
planet.
planet that it's the moon of. Yeah.
Okay. I'm not going to make you roll, so unless you specifically want to do something reckless or take less time to get there, you're just going to use the Nava computer and
Mhm.
it's going to get you there. So
Yeah.
you are rolling into Narshada.
Ah, the money. The money.
Just look at all this money. How am I gonna blow it this time?
Oh.
Drinks?
Yes,
Yeah.
of course. It's a shame Baza is passed out after his binge drinking after winning that swoop race. He missed the whole deal. Whatever. Fine.
He was on the ship when you left.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what was
boy.
taking up the extra weight in the back. Ah.
Yeah. I moved him off the toilet. I moved him into one of the beds because I thought that might be a bit better.
You'll also be pleased to know that we can do almost 7 more runs of this.
What?
We bought a lot.
Oh, that's so much
And
spice.
it processed into so much more. And this is if we just smuggled it every time. It's gonna be a long year unloading this, Otho. And Zul, hey, welcome aboard the ship. We got a long-term positions negotiator here if you want to stick
Yeah.
around.
As long as the money keeps coming, I'm here for as much as you pay me.
You got to come around, talk to a bunch of people, and you earned 45,000 credits.
Yeah, you get shot at sometimes though, so you should know that's in the job description.
Now,
A little bit of that.
Zool, in the time that you're on the ship, you do see a swoop bike that you recognize.
I mean, tell me exactly what the swoop bike looks like that's so recognizable that I
The
can
brick.
It's got Baz's face tattooed to the side of it at this point.
crush
I
on the
mean-
front from where it almost hit a wall.
It's something that would probably be noticeable. And plus, Baza is on the ship.
Kind
He's
of.
passed out.
Yeah, I was saying.
But
Hey, wait a
you would
second.
recognize him.
Is that Baza Zam's bike? Pod
Oh.
bike? Whatever you call them?
Swoop bike.
Oh,
Swoop
you know
bike.
Baza?
Swoop Bicer? Bike?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes.
Look, I'm not a huge aficionado. I just placed a bet once.
Oh, did you win?
Yeah, I won my freedom.
Oh, wow.
From where?
Orbital
Castle.
1.
They let you bet as a slave?
I had something valuable, so it was either that or they,
Okay.
try to beat it out of me. In which case, they could have killed me. So, they might have lost it.
Yeah, I'm surprised it didn't kill you anyway.
Well, the
think
thing
you're-
is, they
You
would
don't
never
kill
get it back if
slaves.
they killed me.
Well,
That's
if he made a bunch of money, you'd kill him.
Ah, no, see, I turned that real quick into my own
He's
escape.
a lucky guy.
I'm
Yeah.
a lucky guy.
Lucky guy.
Well, Zul, we got 2 things in common now. We both like to blow all of our money gambling, and we're both escaped freed slaves.
Yeah, I found myself surrounded by slaves.
Well, let's be honest. The only person besides you that wasn't a slave before was Baza. So I mean,
Baza's
still-
passed out.
Baza's the only free man among us.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, was
Otho's
Otho a
never been a
slave?
slave.
Yeah, say, was Otho a slave?
No.
Otho's
Being
Otho
a
was
bit
a
counts.
Otho was a slave to
No.
a system that never appreciated her.
Ah,
Exactly.
yeah. Slave to the
Technically,
man.
everybody in the Empire are slaves, right? From a certain
Yeah,
point of view.
I guess. From a certain point of view.
Some
All
consider
the
Yeah.
the
Emperor's
worst
will.
book.
Okay.
Oh.
So what are you
Money.
doing on Nar Shaddaa now?